But you don't know this virus. It's new, it's different. It mutates and goes in different directions with a different strain of itself. So whether I'm present or absent, the Executive Council of the Nation of Islam must call our scientists. Come and let's sit down. Our virologists, our epidemiologists, those of us who know the science. We cannot let them bring anything to us that we don't dissect.
Cannot let them bring anything to us that we are not willing to dissect. This is a dissecting crew right here.
The beautiful thing is it never, when the minister speaks, it never gets old. Like ever.
Never.
Not even back in the day. It never ever gets old. It's always relevant within the time. That's a beautiful thing. All right, showtime, Brother Lau.
Family, I think you know that you're tuned in to the 7th Region Coalition Thursday Night Talk. Better act like it. Come on now, y'all get started already. Why y'all be just looking at us? I don't get that part. You're supposed to be, you know what you're supposed to be doing right now. Like, share, you know what to do. Get them. Remember the person last time that you got to come on and they were so excited you got them to come on. You felt good about that. So let's get the liking, let's get the sharing, let people know we got some updates for you this evening. But before we do any of that, and don't worry, yes, I know some of you are already wondering, where's the hostess with the mostest? Just relax. Our sister's here. She's with us. She's with us. She's part of the crew right here. Everything is good to go. But as we get ready, we do want you to start liking and start sharing right now. It's been a minute since we were able to give you an update on a lot of things that are going on in terms of the pandemic. But for those of you who haven't met this fantabulous crew that's right here before, you might as well take an opportunity now. But I'm not going to be the one to kick this thing off like that. See, because I told you the hostess of the most was going to be. Y'all didn't even believe me, did you? See? You should have been liking, you should have been sharing, and our sister is here, the hostess with the mostest, Sister Michelle Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum.
Listen, never late. Was it better late than never, right?
Right.
Assalamu alaikum, family. Thank you, Brother Lau. Listen, that's right. If you have not liked nor shared, oh my God, or been on,
shame on you.
Shame on you. And haven't shared it with a friend, the YouTube, the IG, either one. I am so like, really? So right now, I'm going to give you an opportunity. Go ahead, share. Go grab a friend, family member, auntie, uncle, cousin, nephew, son, daughter, whatever, right? Friend, best friend. Come on in. We have some good content this evening. You know how I like to do every Thursday. It's like we made it. We made it, family. It's Thursday. Like one day more after Friday. It's coming. It's coming. Anyway, welcome in, family. Greetings. Assalamu alaikum. If I didn't say it in the beginning, it's gonna be a good evening, Brother Lau. So I'm gonna kick it right back over to you, so you can kind of do our rounds. We'll come in and we got some good content because if y'all haven't been following the Facebook pages and all the interviews that we've had and all the information that we've been going through,
powerful.
Y'all didn't missed out. So I just go back. Just before I get to Brother Lau, go back, do a little stroll.
That's right.
Okay.
All there. Everything you need.
There you go. All right, Brother Lau, I will hand it over to you. I'm your sister Michelle. There you go. You're moderator for this evening. There you go, Brother Lau.
You surprised to see me running this relay race, family? Alua Continua. The struggle continues, and the 7th Region Coalition is going. First, y'all give some love for the hostess of the mostest, for Sister Michelle Muhammad. Praise be to Allah.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Praise the Lord to my Christian family. Umgawa Black Power to my Black revolutionaries, and to all you peace and freedom loving people across the world. Peace and blessings to you, family, and welcome to Thursday Night Talks. And again, I'm just your brother, Brother Lyle Muhammad, and I'm telling you, some of you have been depending too much on that tail live vision
That's right.
to make your decision. Shame on you. We got some truth that we're going to be hurling at falsehood tonight, but you've already been given your instructions. Some of you are slowing down on the liking and the sharing. We're saving lives. In case some of you just want to be tuned back into who is this Seventh Region Coalition? Just get this picture in your mind of people in trouble on a ship coming across dark, treacherous, stormy waters with predators. But there's a lighthouse. And when you look toward that lighthouse, there's proper guidance, proper information, proper inspiration, and truth that you need to know to get yourself through a pandemic and to make proper decisions about your health. So, Seventh Region Coalition, we're going to be broadening out our scope to make sure that we touch other areas that save lives, but you need to be informed about what's going on right now. But before we get into our content matter tonight, I want to go ahead and take a moment to give it to my sister, Khalida Muhammad. Right there. Right.
You okay? All right. I got it. I get it. Oh, in the most holy name of Allah, always bearing witness that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger, I would like to greet my dear brothers and sisters in the greeting words of peace in the Arabic language of Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
I am so excited, because, when we first started, it was we were all types of information, all types of, things that we really wanted to convey and bring to your attention. Now we turned into the healing aspect of not only dealing with problems, but also dealing with, solutions. So as the minister indicated to us, not only we are messengers, but we are problem solvers, right? And so that's what we're doing, because this is the opportunity for us to save lives. So the information that we're going to give to you will help save your life. And if it's not your life today, it might be your life tomorrow. So please stay tuned. And I'm going to give it to my dear brother Tony. Hey,
I didn't have to do like, That is so corny. Dear family, peace and blessings. Hotep Shalom. Assalamu alaikum. Greetings in all of the languages that our righteous people speak. Not that we are righteous, but that we are striving to be righteous.
That's right.
As we are striving to put on a new mind, a new perspective, a new way of life. And it's a blessing and an honor to serve you, and for all of us to serve you as a Seventh Region Coalition to help save lives. Call on the God. Call on by whatever name that you call him.
That's
and
right.
We are very blessed to have this opportunity to have this dialogue with our community, with our people. So, Brother Lyle, Sister Michelle, Sister Kalila, let's get it started.
All right.
Woo! All right. Listen, I don't even know where to start.
Uh-oh. I see something starting up on the bottom down there.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Does it say miser or Pfizer? Or is Pfizer the miser?
Maybe they misspelled Pfizer, Brother Lyle. It's miser.
Pfizer is a miser.
It is a miser.
Hey, is a mother miser.
We need to start doing some rap songs with Pfizer and miser.
So this is what's going on. Now they have actually switched to a different platform of the vaccination.
Right.
So now they're switching to a pill form. So everybody's like, oh, I'm not getting vaccinated. I'm not getting vaccinated. I'm not going to get vaccinated. So now what they're doing is, okay, well, you don't want to get vaccinated. Okay, here's another solution. So what do you think Pfizer is trying to do? Are they trying to make it convenient for us? I mean, what are they trying to do, Brother Lau?
No, I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to
Mm.
make money. There was a
Mm.
report that was just released yesterday in reference to the
Really?
Pfizer BioNTech vaccine. They are making $1,000 a second
Come on.
off the
Excuse me?
vaccine.
$1,000.
Say that again. Please say that again.
$1,000 a second. All you smart folk who are on the line, if you're making $1,000 a second, how much money are you making a minute? How much money are you making in an hour? How much money are you making in a day? How much money are you making in a week? And since we're weak in the mind, they've already got their pills ready to be rolled out. So that here we are again now. We're going to be a society that takes pills to solve problems. Shame, shame, shame.
Wow.
Brother Lyle, every other commercial on CNN, now on YouTube, even
Right.
on all television networks, every other commercial is about popping a pill. Here's something that doesn't make sense about this pill. This is according to Fox News. Specifically, Pfizer wants the drug available for adults who have mild to moderate COVID-19 infections and are at look at this part, and are at risk at becoming seriously ill. Wait a minute. If you have mild to moderate COVID infections, how are you at risk to becoming seriously ill? And then it continues here. That's similar to how other
question.
drugs are currently used to treat the disease.
Good question.
How other drugs are used to do what?
To treat the disease.
You treat it? So I see.
Mira,
You're not interested in prevention.
Brother Lyle,
No.
yo no entiendo. Maybe because I'm speaking Spanish, I don't know. No entiendo. No, I don't understand. It's like, okay, why aren't we focusing more on boosting up the immune system, focusing on promoting health right now?
And people will take the pill out of fear.
Right.
Fear is still their modus operandi, family. Stay away from the pill, family.
Come on.
Right.
Just say no.
Now, but listen, but here's the other thing is that this is the same company that we've got issues with their inoculations, right? And what makes us to believe that this experimental pill is supposed to be any better than their interesting inoculation? I'm just throwing it out there for the family, because it's just like you got to scratch your head and say, if I don't trust your inoculation, why would I trust your pill? But I'm just, maybe that's just,
you know what, Sister Michelle? One good thing that's going to happen with this pill, and Brother Tony, you kind of alluded to it. There's going to be a commercial.
Yeah.
It's probably going to go something like this. First, the nice music is going to be playing in the background. We have a pill for you. This Pfizer pill, if you have moderate to light COVID-19 symptoms, this pill is for you. And then the rest of the commercial is going to be like, side effects include your brain could fall off, your liver could fall off, your heart could fall off. You know what's going on. That's what's going to happen, family. Why are we still going for that?
Right.
That's so
silly rabbit.
Except
I'm here.
Brother Lau, they go really, really quick at the end. I mean, much faster.
Sister Michelle, see that now the thing is, I was looking up information on what is actually in the pill, and I can't find anything about that information. Likewise, Pfizer and Moderna refuse to share their technology with anyone.
But guess what, Brother Tony? Guess what? Now that the pill's being released, Pfizer BioNTech now has opened up discount. They're going to use their pill as a generic pill to set up shops in foreign countries. That news came out today.
I'm so over it. They are just all over the place with this. They just can't figure out what angle to come at. They don't care. They just come at any angle and just hope everybody don't recognize that they're just full of it. But anyway.
And by the way, isn't it Pfizer that just stepped into this particular market?
I think it's Moderna. Well, I think Moderna
did.
It's Moderna.
was
Moderna
Moderna
went
did.
to the market.
But
Mhm.
Brother Lau, Sister Michelle just showed an article where the United States is planning to, is buying, what does it say here? 10 million courses of Pfizer's COVID-19 bills for $5.3 billion.
How
Right.
much money? How much money?
5.3 billion. And see,
Right.
they
5.3
requested
billion. They're buying for it, and the hearing to approve it just started yesterday. But They
Exactly.
already got. Okay. Y'all see what's going down or up?
Oh,
And
absolutely.
see, you have to pay attention to the news sources that are heavily focusing on the Wall Street Journal, the type of art, type of news sources that we typically don't read. And so now investors are looking into this, like, oh, now it's time to invest our money into Pfizer, and it's a money making racket, family. Don't buy into it. This is Brother Lau. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if no commercials are put into and are made
You're gonna
about
see
it.
commercials, or you're gonna see some
You're gonna see
commercials.
commercials.
Are you
See,
gonna-
now
gonna
what
sell
I'm
that
interested
They gonna sell
is are they going to put in the side effects? Because by
They
law
are.
they have
They
to
have
put in the
to.
side effects.
Yeah,
But they're
but
gonna
Right.
do it 50 miles an hour.
exactly.
Mhm.
That's exactly the point, brother.
Well, can we look at a key word here? Because I think
Come
what
on.
we're doing is missing a key word.
Ooh, ooh,
Mm.
Key
come on.
word is always experimental.
Mm.
Now, experimental means it's an
You're an
adjective, all right,
Come on.
of a new invention or product based
Mm.
on non-tested ideas
What kind of
and
ideas, Sister Kalila?
non-tested ideas and techniques and not yet established or finalized.
Can you
I'm
say
going
guinea
to
pig? Guinea pig.
Pretty much.
I'm
That's-
going to repeat that because we are taking these things based off of because my cousin Ray Ray and Pookie did it last week. So I'm gonna do it because they do it, and I don't want to be the laughing stock of the picnic. So
My.
okay.
experimental is an adjective.
Mm.
All right. Of a new invention or product based on non-tested ideas or
Non-tested
techniques
ideas.
and not yet established or finalized.
Now, who on here will go to the hospital and ask a doctor, "Can I have a non-tested technique, please, to
Right.
treat my illness?"
No.
Who would do that?
Right.
Not
Brother
not
Lyles.
anybody in their right mind. Let's just say it like that.
Brother Lyle, Sister Kalila, Sister Michelle. This brings me back to when I was working in Opelika, tutoring children. I remember I went to the lobby of City Hall, and there was some young men there talking about experimentations being done in the community by doctors. This is nothing new to the Black community,
Right.
specifically. They were talking about an ointment that they try when they cut off your pinky. They said they start off with the pinky. You get $100 for them cutting off your pinky, and then they put in ointment to see how soon it would heal. After they put your pinky
What?
Said
back,
heal. You
and
mean
then
the nub heal. I hope them folk didn't think their finger was gonna grow back.
no,
But I
Hello?
gotta ask with us
you would
'cause
get.
we just
But that they were offering $100 for the pinky, $500 for the hand, and then check this, $1,000 for the arm.
so all them jokers you see walking around like this, you know what happened.
Oh
But that
my
was very real.
And you said this was recent?
No, this was about 10 years ago.
That's recent.
That is recent.
I mean, who's doing that?
On that note, imagine family, imagine what's going to come out 10 years from now
Come
I don't
on.
know.
about the vaccination, and
Oh,
imagine what's going to come out
Oh
10
my
years from
God.
now about these experimental pills and techniques.
Yes,
Wow.
about to go down.
Get ahead of the curve, family.
All you have to do is just go to Craigslist. Go to Craigslist. There's a whole world of experimentations going on there. They're offering people money to go and become guinea pigs.
You know what? Let me
This
tell
has
you
been
about
happening.
Craigslist. You know what I started calling Craigslist? Craiglist. because it has to be.
Hello.
You have to be
It has
close
to
to a
be.
crackhead to go on Craigslist to get
Close to a
anything.
that includes furniture, beds, chairs,
Right.
Right.
Anything. Oh my God.
Anything.
No.
And wait
It's all
till the
suspect.
underground drug market. The underground drug market that's going to come with these Pfizer pills and other pills too. Watch. Underground. Watch.
And these are licensed drug dealers. Anyway, as I digress.
And before we leave this subject, we just want to remind our audience that boosting your immune system is your greatest defense against COVID. Boosting your immune system is the greatest guarantee you have at being healed, healthy, and whole.
That's
family.
right.
And you don't need a pill to do that. You could take a minute, as Sister Michelle told you earlier. There is so much information on our Facebook page through the articles and the interviews that could save your life. Leave that pill alone.
All right, so listen.
Right.
As
Say no.
as we move on,
Just
yeah,
say
as
no.
as we move on to topic 2, I have to say this because me and Sister Khalil were talking about this. It was like one of the moments. Did you know? And it was like a scratching here, and it's like, oh my Lord. So let's go into the next topic.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Okay,
I'm not dealing
I'm
with
not.
theory here.
I'm not. But we
Dealing with
have
actual
heard,
facts, ma'am.
exactly. But we have heard, right? Everybody in the news, in the media, they've been talking about this possible second outbreak, not of COVID, but of smallpox. They were just rumbling around and blah, blah, blah. Well, there was this article that came out about a lab worker finds vials of smallpox. Now, before we bring up the article, let me explain to you why you should be concerned. If you read the article as we bring it up, I don't know if anybody can bring it up for me.
I can.
But okay. Now, there's only 2 supposedly locations authorized to have these smallpox samples.
You mean like 2 on a planet or 2? What 2?
Just 2 places.
2 places.
2. Uno, dos.
Dos.
Let me guess, Sister Michelle. The Merck facility ain't one of them.
And the Merck facility is not one. Okay. The first one is the CDC out of Atlanta. Mm-hmm. That's one location in the US.
We know they got plenty of smallpox there.
Pretty much, right? The second location is not in the US, it's in Russia. So 2 places. Now, I don't even know why Russia has it and why the US CDC has it, right?
Well, Russia going to have everything that the United States had, because the United States is going to use everything they have against Russia.
Right.
And they're like, you have smallpox, we have smallpox.
And when we factor in the history of the Cold War, that's not shocking.
You know what else, Sister Michelle, is very interesting about this?
Yeah.
Why was this leaked and then promoted in the news?
I like where you go, Brother Lau.
They want us to have raindrops of smallpox on the mind right now. Now, watch what's going to happen over the next few weeks as we hear more and more. But Sister Michelle, what you just shared with us, if people don't find that profound, that there's only 2 places on planet Earth, all 196 what?
1,940,000.
40,000 what? Square miles
of Earth.
2 places. But in this particular Merck, Merck has been involved in this whole vaccination scheming and planning, family. And so if I were you, I would be on the lookout, especially since they're telling y'all now you can mix and match your drugs. Your inoculations.
Listen, and also too, Brother Lau, they also mentioned in the article too, which is interesting, is that the lab worker that found it, they wanted to make sure that he was masked and he had gloves on, and it was frozen. And when they got it, it was intact. So
Wait.
they're
I'm
already-
gonna do one of my daughter's things. She'd be like, wait. So he just happened to have the gloves on.
right.
He just happened to be masked.
You just happen.
And oh, you know what that reminds me of? When I was 5 years old and I stole some candy from the store. I came home and threw it in the grass and said, we're gonna come out and act like we found some candy.
That
Well,
is
now-
hilarious.
But allow this is it, and this is very serious because you know they're already, and I don't know if anybody recognizes, but on the underlining of these COVID vaccinations, they're now trying to push other vaccinations.
That's right.
So they're utilizing this opportunity to try to get people to get vaccinated of all the stuff they've been trying to get you to get vaccinated on. And then there was another article out. It's not here, but we'll make sure we'll get it on the page that I found today. Was that they were talking about there's 22,000 babies missing their measles shot.
Oh, so now this the vaccine bandwagon campaign.
Right.
Exactly.
They like before that. Now they might be combining more, vaccines together. Like,
Well, we already
you don't have to get those 22
They've already
shots
combined.
anymore.
They've already combined the flu
Yep.
vaccine with the COVID vaccine.
Right.
That's
Right?
right.
They've already done that.
Oh, now we're going to include smallpox, chickenpox,
Measles.
measles. You get it all in one.
And on that note, family, I just do a little bit of your own household and your own family history. Some of this stuff that folk are getting vaccinated for ain't been around since the 1700s.
Right. Like polio.
And you still taking a vaccine for it in 2022. And you can't find that in 2 places on the planet.
That is true.
Uh-huh.
That
So
is
this
true.
is, this is great.
Buyer beware.
Right. And you got to realize this is what's going on. Okay. It's a market game and it's a money game.
That's right.
Hello.
If
all
you
about
if you follow the product, you'll find the money.
And can I remind people about smallpox?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wasn't smallpox the disease
Hmm,
that the
hmm,
United States government used in the infamous Trail of Tears, where they infected our native brothers and sisters intentionally? They put the smallpox in the blankets, gave the blankets to them as a gift,
Right.
and it became known as the Trail of Tears
Wicked.
because of the
Well,
death and destruction that followed.
If I may, Brother Lyle,
Mm.
actually, correction. It was a war that took out in the aftermath of a war that took place during the colonial period. General Amherst, who was a British officer, he was having issues colonizing the area of Michigan and the Ohio Valley. So they said, okay, well, we're going to say that we're gonna foster some peace here, and so that's when they gave blankets
Exactly.
from hospitals, makeshift hospitals where soldiers themselves were suffering from smallpox. So that's when they gave it to the indigenous people, and that literally wiped them out, and it set up the opportunity for white people to settle in the Ohio Valley and in Michigan.
And for white folk to find smallpox in the Merck facility in 2021.
Come on now.
Right.
Interesting. Supposedly they weren't supposed to have it, so it didn't magically get there. And
But he was ready for it, wasn't he?
No.
He had his gloves by. He had everything he needed to find it.
And he's fine.
He's
according
a
to
hero.
them.
He's a hero.
Now remember, this is how COVID started. It leaked, supposedly. It
Allegedly.
leaked out of a lab. Is that what we were told in the beginning?
That's what we were
Right.
told.
That's what happened, right? Okay. Just be mindful, everyone, and
Buyer beware.
take some precautions and
Here it come.
be careful.
COVID
and also-
smallpox 20.
Right. And keep in mind now, the COVID virus is not a new virus.
Correct.
This is a virus that has been out
Correct.
for years.
Correct.
This is not something that's new. This is not something that they have just created. So keep in mind that these viruses are not just like with smallpox. a lot of our young folks, and I'm talking to our young people.
Come on.
They have no idea of what smallpox is. So they're going to identify this as another COVID issue. You have to teach your children
Good teaching.
history, their history, not his history, but his story. Keep in mind that this is true, because our children are leaving our homes. They are going to college. They're starting their own lives.
Wow. And they just want to have fun.
And they just want to have fun.
Whatever
but
they
without,
want to do.
right.
Pop it.
Exactly. So without foundation, there's not going to be no balance, and they're going to fall right into that hole of democracy and society.
And won't ask no questions, Sister Kalila.
Not at all.
Won't ask what's in the vial. Won't ask what's the difference. Like you said, Brother Tony, you couldn't even find the ingredients to the pill. Family, ask questions.
That's right.
About anything that is going into your body. By the way, the only one you're ever gonna have.
Absolutely.
That's right. All right now. Okay. So moving on. Let's go to topic number 3.
Oh,
we're on 3 now.
We on 3.
Well, I tell you.
Federal
these legal
appeals,
eagles, boy.
Right. Hails Biden administration's vaccine requirement, delivering policy a major blow.
Well, I tell you.
Let's talk about that for a minute.
Well, one thing you can say about lawyers, right? You can say about these lying lawyers, they don't give a damn about the truth.
They don't.
No.
If they find an inadequacy or a loophole, they will bring it up and exploit it. So Biden is going to war right now in federal court. They're blocking his mandate because, as we told you before in the 7th Region Coalition, such a mandate was a falsity.
That's
Right.
right.
It was a falsity.
That's right. And listen, when it comes down to anything like this, they're saying, like everyone who's fighting this is saying, this is really outside of OSHA's authority. Like
Exactly.
they don't really have the standing to tell people or to force companies to vaccinate their workers. Now, here's the issue is that I'm not talking about the big guys, but the ones that are suffering are these smaller companies that are saying, hey, you're
private owners.
Exactly. You're preventing me from being able to keep a consistency in staffing, which is affecting my business. So where you like to, y'all go ahead and play politics all you want, but you're playing with my bottom line. You're playing with my business. You're playing with my livelihood. And for that, I'm going to fight.
That's right. And, now they're adding now Biden is saying, hey, if you don't do it, I'm going to fine you $14,000 if you do not do it. If you do not comply to what's going on. And I'm like, so
The Wizard of Oz. Go back and watch
now,
it.
right. So now
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
So let's look at the timeline. COVID, vaccination. You don't have to do it. No pressure. Mandate. Small PPP. No, let's not forget about PPP loans.
Oh, that's right.
Because we're gonna give these to you because you were suffering, because you were losing, your employees during this pandemic. Now, mandates.
Quid pro quo.
And I'm going to fine you the PPP loan that you got last year.
That's how they're going to get their money back.
That's how they're going to get their money back.
Right. Exactly.
We're going to get as much of it back as we can.
It's interesting, too, even with these rulings that are coming down, no one is talking about side effects. They're only talking about the legislation of the law.
Right.
It's so quiet about the side effects.
Oh, it's real quiet.
Right. It's like
There's no discussion about it.
The adverse reactions don't even exist anymore. And now that this battle is in the court, family, you should ask yourself the question: Why do you believe that the mandate is real? Why do you
Right.
believe it? Because it was sold to you.
Mm.
Because the big bad wolf said, I'm going to huff and I'm going to puff and I'm going to blow your job down.
Right.
Right. Your
That is true.
livelihood.
Mm.
That's right.
Yeah, it's causing too much havoc. And you know what? And the fact is, and it also too, it's not in here, but y'all take a look, y'all can look this up on your internet. There is an article about how 30 Democrats decided to sign and write a letter
Mhm.
to President Biden
A
to
petition.
mandate airlines to force customers before they get on a flight to either show their vaccine that show that they've been fully vaccinated or that they've been tested. 30 Democrats. So all you individuals that love the Democrats, this is where we are right now.
Yeah.
Draconian. Look up the word draconian. Look up the
Mm.
word fascism. Look up those words and see if those definitions that you find have anything to do with what's going on today, dear family. And so Biden truly is, Brother Tony. He's the man behind the curtain right now, changing all of the colors. Get your
Right.
vaccine, or I'm going to take it away from you. But he really has no power
They have no
other
power,
than
Brother Lyle.
other than the persuasion.
Right.
Threats.
The persuasion. And the threats are part of that persuasion. You're right.
Brother Lyle, aren't we tired of being disrespected?
Some of
Aren't
us,
we tired?
some of us,
Right.
look, if it
Please.
wasn't for this New Orleans court, this was in New Orleans where this court overturned this ruling. What's
Right.
happening in other major cities? Everybody is asleep.
Sleep, sleep, sleep.
You know, we need to keep standing our ground. Keep saying no. Look, this goes against my religion. This goes against my way of life, the natural way of life that I claim.
And can I say something, Brother Tony, real quick
Come on,
on
Brother
that note?
Lyle.
To all of you healthy people who ain't had one strand of COVID,
Come on.
and all of you healthy people who have recovered from COVID without a vaccine or your scene or my scene, why are you so quiet? Why aren't you telling your friends and your family members that, look, you can be all right? Your silence is complicit to their mandates that are not real.
You know, to answer your question also, Brother Tony, people have stopped fighting.
Just lay down.
A lot
They
of us
just-
have.
Yeah, they have stopped fighting. They
Rock the baby sleep.
and the reasoning because of that is they don't know what they're fighting for. So when you don't have any goals or any ambition, any will, because it takes a strong will. We all have one. God has given everyone a will. But
That's
if your will is not strong enough to fight, then you're going to take whatever is given to you. And sometimes it's not even fear, Brother Lau. It's just straight up, I don't want to fight. Here you go. Which arm you
Continue.
want. And hopefully I'm gonna pray to, the falsified, person in the sky, as the beautiful. Let me give you this beautiful quote that our dear sister, let me give you my sister Nina Simone said.
Nina Simone.
Our sister Nina Simone said, white folks have been I'm paraphrasing, but white folks have been taking our land and heaven while they pointed to the sky and said, that's yours.
My God.
Fact. Fact.
That's fact.
Pick it up.
Down here ain't mine.
No,
Over there.
it's up
Man,
there.
Where you
It's
on
up
it?
there somewhere.
It's up there.
You
The
hit me,
clouds?
Sister Kalila. Since you went to Nina Simone, let me go.
My
Let me go
God.
to Alice Walker real quick.
Come
Come
on.
on, Brother
Alice
Lyle.
Walker said, every church she ever walked in, the same God that walked in with her was the same God that she walked out with. Meaning God is within, family.
That's right.
Meaning, look, go back inside and see if anything that's played out during this pandemic, if it matches
Right.
God's plan.
Right.
Or does it look like a devilish plan? All you spiritual people, let me get them real quick too. Why
That's
y'all so
right.
quiet?
Hmm.
All you spiritual, God-fearing, Muhammad, Jesus-loving folk, why are
Right.
you so quiet while they walk over the ignorance of our people? It'd be different if they were bringing truth, information, inspiration,
Right.
but
Come
they're
on.
bringing death, disease, and destruction. That's what they've always done.
Brother Lau, now I'm going to mention something that we should be fighting for tooth and nail.
Mm.
Our babies. They're coming after our babies.
Yes.
That
In
kind of leads
schools,
into
they're
the next
having
story.
vaccinations in all schools.
That leads
Why
into
are
the
they
next story.
talking to us about side effects? Why aren't they talking about all the injuries that these vaccines have caused? Can you imagine our children getting vaccinated and then them experiencing injuries?
Mm.
Are you going to be fighting then? It's too late now.
It's too, it
Oh,
was-
that
well,
point.
well. This is an interesting thing because there is something else that's here I want to read. It's part of the article. I mean, because this thing with the courts, we know that this will play itself out. But there's something else under here. It says Marjorie Taylor Greene reveals common ground with Nation of Islam because January 6th defendants hate vaccines too. Anybody want
okay.
to
So we going to the next topic. You know, skip all the way. You know what?
That's the next topic, Michelle.
Topic 4.
We could go. That was smooth.
Okay,
Michelle.
that was all right.
That was smooth. That was
That
smooth.
was
That was
really
smooth.
Very
unintentional,
smooth.
but we're
Who's-
here.
for folks who don't know who Marjorie Taylor is,
Yes,
somebody give a little
please.
background.
Please enlighten the folks.
Who is Marjorie Taylor? Anybody know?
Come
Anybody
on,
know?
tell it,
Brother
Brother
Tony?
Lau.
Who is she, Brother Tony?
She's a congresswoman that she's been criticized. She's a conservative. She's a Republican out of Georgia. And Brother La, she has threatened the life of our sister Cortez from out of New York.
Out of New York.
She would make statements about how wearing masks are like badges from Nazi Germany.
So let me get this straight then. I think I got a picture of who she is. She is a white woman that represents a completely right-wing constituency
Completely
here in the
right.
United States of America. White, right. They're wrong,
Right,
but
right.
they're white, right. Right,
Right.
wrong, right.
Right,
But-
right.
You know,
But-
family,
But wrong.
it's interesting. It's interesting how they find alliance with the truth that comes from the Nation of Islam in a time where they are on trial.
Brother Lyle, she was warned by Twitter for coming out with information regarding vaccine injuries and hospitalizations, much of the same information that we publish in the Final Call newspaper every week. And that came straight from the CDC, but then
Does she, Brother Tony, does she
Twitter
read
had
the
her
final call?
take it down.
Does she
She-
read the final call?
Obviously, now she does. She stepped
you-
into a prison,
Mhm.
and they had. She said that there were two options in terms of publications to read, and it was either Christian or Muslim, and the Muslim option was the Final Call newspaper.
So let me get this right here, family. I just want to be clear. Some of you beautiful, so-called loving black people, black folk, have never read the Final Call newspaper, but Marjorie reads the Final Call. Something wrong with that picture.
So something's very wrong. And Brother Lau, let me take this moment because the thing here's the ticket. The problem with this scenario is was it a what do they call it? AOC Alexandria. Is that I don't know if that's her name. The Congress.
Alexander Cortez, yes.
Yes. So the issue here is how she's spinning it right now is she's going and she's saying that they need to deal with her because of her statements, right? Because of the statements that she's making. But the problem is that don't let them utilize this hurt against her, oh, she's discriminating against her. Like, let's deal with the facts, because if you look at this, she's saying, oh, what she was saying was discriminatory, or maybe she didn't use those words, but she was making mention that she was like saying, you guys have to deal with it. Like, why is she getting away with these types of statements? But the issue is that she's making references about the vaccination, about the inoculation. And so the common ground is, we believe, right? We believe that these vaccinations, inoculations are like death, right? Basically. Mm-hmm. So she's saying, listen, there's too many side effects. There's too many injuries. We don't trust it. Stop trying to force our people to take it. I'm very paraphrasing horribly, but I just want to make sure that these two issues don't get intertwined. One is saying, here's my reasoning why I'm saying this is not a good thing. The other one is saying it's a good thing. They're on two opposing sides. This has nothing to do about discrimination. This has nothing to do with anything like that. So because if you listen to one side, that's how they're going to make it. They're going to, and so they want to rally what? They want to rally us, the black and brown, to jump on her side.
Right.
So I just want to make sure that I want to create the difference.
Right.
Usury is still in effect.
Listen, this is see, I think it's beyond the Final Call newspaper, Brother Lau and Brother Tony. This is the criterion, because it specifies, Green added, Louis Farrakhan said that forcing the vaccination is a declaration of war.
That's right.
Sister Cleta, wait a minute. She said Louis Farrakhan said. So that means wait. That's what I make sure. So I'm a little slow. Wait. I'm a little slow. So that means that Marjorie listens to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Right?
Also, the Nation of Islam is very against children being given the COVID vaccine. Say, but Miss Marjorie, you have to go beyond just this vaccination. We're talking about no vaccination.
She know that,
and she was also talking about alternative therapies like ivermectin to be used.
Right, there you go.
That's interesting.
That's
right here in the Final Call, right here on page 9 of the Final Call. And you know what else is on page 9? Since we keep saying people don't tell the effects, here's the latest up to October 29th, 2021, released the adverse events that have been reported. 18,078 deaths, 88,910 hospitalizations, 95,954 urgent care situations, 133,973 doctor office visits, 7,844 anaphylaxis, 10,721 Bell's palsy. I ain't finished. 2,786 miscarriages, 8,878 heart attacks, 11,449 myocarditis, pericarditis. And then you had 28,112 permanently disabled, 4,123 thrombosis situations, 20,111 life-threatening situations, 32,851 general allergic reactions, and 10,124 shingles cases.
Brother Lyle, why isn't that being reported on CNN?
All from the COVID vaccine.
Brother
Why
Lyle,
is that not being reported by CNN?
Hold on, Brother Tony. There is, if you go to, I was in CVS, because there's a big old sign now that says, oh, if you were born before 1968, you should go check your doctor because you're at risk of getting shingles.
Right.
Right. So we all know these little things, and they got the flu signs up. They ain't pushing COVID now. They pushing flu because, like you said, Brother Loud, they didn't combine the two. Right.
Get your shots. Yeah.
So, and this is the reason why probably, I don't know. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but it's a little strange how a family goes in and they're all getting a flu shot. They didn't say they were all going to get a COVID shot. They said they were all going to go get the flu shot because it was two families. One family said, hey, I'm going in to go get the flu shot. How do you mix up a COVID vial with a flu vial? I'm just...
And they got the full dose.
The full dose.
Exactly.
An adult dose. An adult dose.
Adult dose on children.
Right.
Exactly.
And you notice who's following up on that to find out what happened to that child. They're keeping that quiet. That's out of the news, isn't it, family?
This is true. You haven't heard. And the first family was the parents had went to go get COVID shots, and they wanted to give the children flu shots, and gave all of them full doses of COVID, the babies and the parents.
And some of you still don't know what's in your system. You still haven't studied it. You still aren't following. Those of you that got popped by Pfizer, you're not following what's going on with Pfizer. Those of y'all that got shot by Johnson & Johnson, well, you just don't care anyway. But those of you who got the Moderna, you haven't been following what's been going on with these companies, so you can trace what's going on. It didn't end when you got the shot, family. It just began.
Brother Lyle, if I may, on according to Channel 4 in Washington, 98 children who received Pfizer COVID-19 vaccines last week at a clinic at their school in Montgomery County, Maryland, were given an incorrect dosage, county officials said on Monday.
I read that.
How many children?
98. Wow. The children from let me finish reading this. The students from South Lake Elementary School in Montgomery Village received doses of the pediatric vaccine that were diluted more than recommended, quote unquote. A county government release said.
How they get diluted?
Staff realized the mistake and informed officials, who then consulted with the Maryland Department of Health and Pfizer. Both advised that the kids affected received an additional dose of the vaccine as soon as possible, according to the release.
Who wants to put their children in that boat? I just want to know what kind of parent would throw your children into that kind of petri dish.
Wow.
They don't know what they're doing, Brother Lyle. I promise you, it's like this. Oh, let's see. Oh man, let me.
Right.
And,
see,
this is not a conspiracy. This is not a conspiracy channel, a website, dark web type website, or anything like that. This is mainstream news, family. We're not here about any kind of conspiracy theories. This is happening.
We just don't know how to read between the lines. Oh, we just don't know how to read.
Come on.
Okay. All right.
Read, but refuse to read.
Right. That's clear. Let's talk about this one because we're laughing about this one. Big Bird.
Now you see that, family?
Did Big Bird take the vaccine and all of his feathers fell out?
See, we need to play that video clip because a lot of people don't know about this, and we talked about how they were going to be using manipulation techniques for our children to brainwash our children. Lyle. See, it's Big Bird today. Santa Claus next week going to get a vaccination. Watch my word. Yeah. Watch. All these make-believe stuff here. You know, family, they're coming after our children, not with truth, right?
Sesame Street.
Right. Check this out. You know, family, think about it. Big Bird.
Oops. I'm on Big Bird.
I was going to say, we only
this was, by the way, this was aired on CNN.
Mm-hmm. Big Bird.
So an unlikely figure has emerged at the center of the debate over vaccinating children against COVID-19. Sesame Street's Big Bird. Yes.
We're having a little problem with the audio.
Yeah.
You see that picture,
giant
right?
yellow bird who's supposed to be 6 years old faced a social media backlash from some conservatives after Big Bird tweeted, about getting vaccinated. In the post, Big Bird wrote, my wing is feeling a little sore, but it'll give my body an extra protective boost that keeps me and others healthy. Among those taking issue with that message was Republican Senator Ted Cruz. He called it government propaganda for your 5-year-old. A few hours after that, the tweet did receive a round of applause from President Biden, who tweeted, good on you, Big Bird. Getting vaccinated is the best way to keep your whole neighborhood safe.
Leave that quote up there, right there. That quote right there. Leave that up there. This quote from Biden, family. Just listen to this quote, right? Well, I don't worry about it. I know what he said. He said getting vaccinated is the best way to keep your neighborhood safe.
Is not
Really?
Damn.
Unbelievable.
And so, family, And by the way, did Big Bird do this, or who sent this? I want to know, because last time I checked, birds don't talk, birds don't read,
birds don't get vaccinated.
Right. So even before we get there, though, so who did this message really come from? Who did it really come from? And why are they using fictitious children-loving characters to promote falsehood?
Because they're trying to utilize that propaganda to go to their parents that may be resisting it to say, Mommy, why aren't you Big Bird? I want to do what like Big Bird does.
That's what it is.
Opposite. I don't want to get no shot, Mommy. Oh, Big Bird got it.
Right? Big Bird got it. That makes it okay.
Oh, my goodness. Right.
I want to get my shot too, Mommy.
And Big Bird is a big bird.
I'm getting hot at some parents real quick.
He's a male or a female.
I'm getting hot at parents.
Mr. Kalila, see now, with children and with parents looking at it, are we even questioning what's in these vaccines? They haven't released what is in it.
They're not, Brother Tony. They're not, and that's the point. We don't know what's in it, and I mean, besides anything else, we don't know what's in any of the vaccinations. Let's put COVID aside. We don't know any ingredients that are in any of the vaccinations, and that's including the vitamin K, supposedly that they give your baby, right?
Which the baby actually could get through the colostrum of the mother when the baby is born.
That's right.
I'll tell you what we do know, Sister Michelle. We do know how to build a healthy and strong immune system.
That's right.
We know that.
And
do you, family? Do you?
Well, Brother Lau, all they have to do is go take a little stroll down our Facebook page, and there's a lot of information and interviews and Dr. Love and all these other things, all these other solutions that we have given. So absolutely. I'm just saying.
You got a treasure vault in the Seventh Region Coalition Facebook page, family.
Right.
Life-saving information for your children. At least do this. For all of you who say that you love your children so much that you have to get them vaccinated. Well, make me a promise. Read and listen to some of our interviews of some of the guests and doctors and scientists and virologists that we've had on, and then make up your mind. Now, some of you won't even do that because you're so locked into your ignorant stance that you refuse to grow. Not even for your children.
Brother Lau, I don't believe that. I believe we have some intelligent listeners that are reviewing the new evidence, right? And looking through all of the smoke screens and the propaganda and the usage of words and play on words. I believe that.
No,
listen to me. I have got hope that they will take what we're talking about. Go look at the articles, look at the evidence, go to CDC, look at the numbers, look at how many people are getting injured, look beyond what you're seeing. Go get the final call. When I tell you, it is packed with information, not just about COVID, but about all the other injustices that are happening in the world. Whatever information you want to find, it's there. We're just here to help kind of untangle the mess that's out there.
Sister
Michelle,
Michelle,
that's key. If I may, Brother Lyle. See, when you have a section on how to eat to live, and see, when a lot of our people are saying, hell no, I'm not going to have my child vaccinated, which is very intelligent. But also intelligence tells us we must also put our children on a regimen to improve their health, to improve their way of being. A lot of our children don't like doing physical education. No, we're going to have to make our children do some kind of physical education, but we ourselves have to be the examples for our children.
Absolutely.
You know, when we go on jogs, we take the child, take our children to go take jogs with us. You know, when we work out, have our children work out with us. We have to start fostering that kind of culture in our homes and in our neighborhoods.
You know, Brother Tony,
to use the language of Joe Biden.
I'm glad you talked about us doing that, because Sister Michelle, you're exactly correct. We have some awesome listeners and some awesome parents and beautiful people. But guess what? You got to be deputized, family.
That's right.
You know, a lot of people don't know when the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan started the rebuilding efforts of the Nation of Islam, that the greatest tool that led to the spread of the word was cassette tapes. I know some of you newbies on here, I'm talking a foreign language. I know you don't even know what a cassette tape looked like. All right? I know. Right.
Brother Lyle, they were hot like mixtapes out of DJ Red Alert on Hot 97 in New York.
They don't know about
cassette tapes.
Come on.
Cassette tapes. Now the minister delivered the word, but the people shared the message.
Right.
That's right.
And so we're calling on you all right now. We don't just come here. I know we like to have fun and we're making light and we're giving this and so forth, but this is warfare, family. And if you don't participate, people die unnecessarily. I'm going to challenge each of you right now who hear this message. Find 2 things on our Facebook page of your choice. You can go all the way back to a year and a half ago. Find 2 things and share it with those who you say you love. Your actions will speak louder than your words.
Come on. There you go. All right now. Okay, now listen. I think we have exhausted the last piece of this. But I want to move us out of the US. And move us overseas.
A lot of stuff going on overseas. Whole lot of stuff. I don't know if I want to go to some of them places, Sister Michelle. What's going on overseas?
A lot.
They don't like us too much.
Listen, how about this? In Europe, they're going after the unvaccinated by locking them down.
Locking them up.
Really, that's basically what's happening.
Are you talking about Austria, Sister Michelle?
Austria, Germany. That's other places.
What's that going to do?
Right. Now think about the family. They're literally, this is true. This is taking place right now as we speak. Right? The unvaccinated populations in some of these European countries are being forced to be on lockdown. Now let's logic for a minute. They're not asking people who have COVID to be on lockdown.
If you haven't gotten the shot,
right.
You need to be on lockdown.
They're forcing people who have not been vaccinated to be locked down. So that tells you that the war is not to stop COVID-19. Because if it was, wouldn't you lock down everybody who had COVID?
Absolutely.
So the war must be against the free-thinking people who understand that there's a better way to live, there's a better way to save lives, there's a better way to get through this pandemic.
That logic makes no sense if the argument is to stop COVID-19, Brother Lyle, because even if you are, according to the argument, asymptomatic, because when you get quote unquote vaccinated, it doesn't stop the spread. What it does is it in many cases, maybe it does make you asymptomatic, but it doesn't stop the spread.
We told you about shedding on here. Go back and find the stories and information and articles that we talked about shedding. I'm not talking about your dog.
No.
I'm not talking about your cat.
You're not talking about
that's what's wrong with y'all. No. See, family, you don't know about shedding and vaccinations?
Talk
Go
about
back
it.
on our page. All that information
And that's
is there.
real.
It's all there.
Brother Lyle, some people are trying to argue online that shedding is not real, but we personally know people that have experienced shedding as a result of taking
family. Little bit of math. Of math. What goes in your body, it must come out.
Right.
Come on.
That's right.
That's just math.
Right.
That's math.
The Pfizer and the Moderna.
Got to come out.
Causing that. Yep.
This is the truth. Well, listen, if we don't have anything more, I do think
it's important to say this as we do on this mandate, though. I just want you all to think about that. Put yourself in the unvaccinated people's shoes who are in these countries right now, because why are they broadcasting it to us? Because what you see taking place overseas is soon coming to America. So now we got to start thinking, family. How are you going to act or respond if tomorrow they come out and say, if you're unvaccinated, you can't come out your house? How are you going to respond? And what information are you going to respond with?
Right.
And do you have your house?
Mind right.
That's right.
Do you have everything that you need in your house? If you cannot come out of your house,
it's time to store up. Stock up.
It's been already time to store up, Brother Tony.
Absolutely.
Already been time to store up.
With all these shortages in America and next thing that's coming is famine, family. So if you haven't stocked up yet, it's time to stock up now.
Well, listen, I think the other thing also too is that we're already seeing surges of weather pockets are happening all over the place. I don't know if you've noticed.
That's correct.
Winter has come early.
And on that note, COVID cases, we told you before, family, that you've seen these 2-month cycles of increase, decrease, your crease, my crease. The northern states right now, family, are facing a rise in COVID-19 cases. While all folk around the country right now, if you noticed, they're acting like COVID don't even exist anymore. Let's just call it
no
100.
masks.
And nothing. It doesn't even exist. Those cases are rising in the north. Keep your eyes and ears open.
Well, all I can say is that, like Sister Kalila said, you need to stay vigilant. You need to make sure you've got you should already be putting things aside, and because we just don't know where this is going. We know that we just spoke about, how it's getting tied up in court. We don't know. They already know that they're trying to play it down right now because we're going into the holidays, right? And their people are having these anxieties and all these things that are happening, and
Sister Michelle, you just reminded me, they're gonna be giving out vaccines for Christmas gifts.
Anyway, Jesus Christ. Anyway, I can't even.
That person don't love you.
They'll be giving like little certificates to get toys at on Amazon websites and things.
Forget that, but you got to remember. You have to remember everything that we're talking about. Remember, the reason why these delays are happening is because the retailers are saying, "Hey, if you put all this stuff, we're not going to," because they make their money. It's all about money. They're making their money. We're not going off topic. They make their money during these months.
That's right.
Especially from September into the end of December into January. That they make the most money that will carry them over for the year.
They come from the red to the black.
Exactly. So these mandates, that people behind the scenes, they're like, "You're crazy. You're messing with my money." And now I'm just be patient, because when January comes around and this court decides to go the other way, right? Then we're gonna be all shocked and amazed because you didn't gave all your money away. because you thought right. You thought you won. You didn't stock up any food. You didn't save any money. Right. So these things are still coming. We cannot let down our guard.
Don't let down your guard.
This is what we're bringing is some clarity. We probably bring some level of intelligence, some common sense, of course, and just really solutions. But the solution here is don't put your guard down.
Right.
Make sure that you that you do what you need to do to keep you and your family safe. Period.
That's right, Sister Dawn. Vaccination for a turkey.
Vaccination for a turkey.
Yeah.
Big
one. That's 2 turkeys then.
2 turkeys. So you know what?
The one who's getting the turkey and the turkey, yeah.
Right. I didn't even think of that way. But Brother Lau, you I know that you wanted me to share, you know, as they said in the church, a praise report about a situation that I had to deal with in regards to religious exemption.
Yes, ma'am.
And I did get that, you know, notice that all employees that are getting and, you know, hey, you have a certain deadline to complete, or say, hey, you either got the vaccination, they want you to upload that document to them, basically indicating that you had your vaccination. And then you have a certain time period. If you have not got your first dose, you have the certain time to get your second dose. So now what they're doing is, you know, I filed for a religious exemption, and the questions I was talking to Sister Michelle about the questions, and we were going back and forth. Was like, are they trying to play mind games on you? Because the questions really make you very emotional, right? It plays with your intelligence, and it makes you really think, you know, do they want me to lose my job? You know, do they want me? So what you have to do is really think outside of the question and not really answer the question, but analyze because honestly, some of the questions, I didn't even answer the question the way they wanted me to answer the question. Like they had one question specifically is, what affects not getting the vaccination has anything to do with your functioning or your productivity of your job? Like,
wait a minute, is that a health question or religious? This religious exemption we talking about, right?
Religious exemption. What effects does the vaccination have to do with you performing your job? I said, doesn't.
Yeah, they're trying you.
Right, right.
No, they're not trying Sister Kalila. I got to say this, family.
No, not Sister Kalila.
Sister Kalila.
Anybody?
Look, Sister Kalila family has successfully walked us through 2 very crucial, important things.
Right.
Sister Kalila has walked us through how we can get religious exemption for our children. She walked us through her own. That's a case study right there, family, on how she did it. And you won, correct?
I won.
And Sister Kalila now, family, is walking us through, those of us who are in employment situations, when you're faced with this, how you can win, family. And guess what happens when we win? We save lives.
We save lives. And like I said, don't get caught up with the question, because again, the question will throw you completely off. You just answer the question in regards to your religion is what it is. It's the skin that you're in. It's a lifestyle. It never changes. You know, it's not going to change. So what they did, I did get approved, but then they said, "Oh, you have a year and a half. Then you got to get it renewed.
Got to get your renewal.
Like my religion is going to change. You know."
On a religion changing piece right now, I know some of y'all have been waiting for the mosque to open back up.
There's
mosques all across the country that have now reopened, family.
That's right.
So some of you have been waiting to come see what Muhammad has to say.
That's right.
That's right.
When you get what they have to say about this family, it puts you in a different light and situation.
That's
Brother
right.
Lau, I want to mention this, and just the simple fact that you just said that all the mosques are open. They are. And I want to let our audience know every mosque is safe.
That's right.
Our minister, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, felt it was time.
Right.
And he would not advise.
Come on.
Okay? His followers to do something that would harm them or anyone else.
Beautiful.
Sister Michelle, I'd like to answer a question here.
But I just want to say this one last thing.
Yes, ma'am.
So I want everyone. That's right. Miami is open too.
Yes.
Miami is open. So Maya, come on down. I believe Brother Tony can give you the days that they're open now. I think a lot of the mosques are slowly opening. They're opening back up. But wherever you are, seek out your local mosque. It is safe. We have protocols inside the mosque, so feel free and feel safe.
Right.
That you can come. We got you. We're not going to put us or you in a situation to be exposed to this deadly pestilence.
Challenge Sister Michelle on that note to all of our brothers and sisters who've never visited a mosque. To my Christian brothers and sisters, you don't have to change your religion to visit a mosque. We visit churches.
That's right.
We visit churches. We praise the Lord right there with you in the church.
That's right.
So look, and I gotta say this, right? If you are an indigenous man or woman, a black man or woman on this planet, and you have yet to visit a mosque, come on, family. They got you that bad. Come visit.
Come on.
Your brothers and your sisters.
I'm going to add this. Si tú hablas español, puede venir también. Parle Creole. Come with us, family.
Whatever Tony said.
Whatever he just said.
¿Qué tú dices?
So listen, just come. Just come because life-giving teachings, whether it's online or in person, be with the believers. We have so much to offer, and we're waiting and really wanting to see your beautiful spirited faces in our mosque. And so I am asking and just putting it out there, wherever you are. If you're in the state of Florida, we have some powerhouses here. If you're in the state of Georgia, or if you're anywhere in the states, in New York, wherever you are, find out where the local mosque is and head there. Just go, and the believers will be there to welcome you in. Go ahead, Cecilia.
That's right.
I'm gonna challenge.
Come on.
All right. So, whoever wants to know where their local mosque is, email us at the 7th Region Coalition at gmail.com. 7th Region Coalition at gmail.com. And we will find where your local mosque is.
Wait a minute, let me see how sharp you are here. I'm going to see if I can throw out some numbers. And I throw out some numbers. I want to see if y'all can name some cities here real quick.
27. Don't ask me.
27.
27. That's in California.
That's right. That's Los Angeles. That's all right. 15.
Atlanta.
Right. What I'm trying to share with you, dear family, is that wherever you are, there are some beautiful people. And look, I got to say this too, right? For those of you that have been living a stressed out pandemic life,
that's right.
Come to the mosque and get some
peace
of mind. Just get some peace of mind where you can exhale, and you ain't got to be around crazy JoJo and Jughead and the rest unless you bring them with you. But they got to act right.
No, they got to act right. They got to act right. That's right, Brother Lau. Oh my goodness. Okay, well listen, I think we are at the time.
And sister, wait, Sister Michelle, Sister Maya, I got you. Let's get off the broadcast. I'm gonna send it to you right after. Or you know what?
Maya's excited. Sister Maya's like, what? Y'all said what? Said huh?
That's what I'm talking
about. I'm gonna type this up in the chat, family.
I ain't playing with it. I said I ain't playing with it.
Like said what? Say huh?
We can't wait. Listen, and a lot of us, we couldn't wait either. We bust down the doors. We had on our little Sunday finest, you know, in the white mask. We just was all cute stuff. You know what I mean? You know?
Another point that's very key to mention, and I realized that as I was in the mosque on this past Sunday, you know, family, as we get back to as much so-called normal life as it's going to be,
yes, sir.
We have to recalibrate ourselves.
Right.
That's right.
You know, you just can't rush into something. You can't run into something. So please know that the pace and the information that we're giving you is all out of love. Yes, don't run and jump into anything. Get yourself back in. Some of you all, you're like, wow, I didn't know that people were more than one half because you've only seen half a person for a whole year. Right. Like on the screen, you know. So
that's
it's a recalibration too.
That is
like don't get up.
I don't have any legs.
I want to say this for Sister Maya. We will have study group available tomorrow, which is called Self-Improvement, the basis for community development. Tomorrow night, Friday night at 7:30 p.m. We have the address there, Sister Maya, and that's with all study groups and mosques in the Nation of Islam. Isn't the MGT class open on Saturday?
Absolutely.
And any sisters that would like to learn a little bit more about the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad through the guidance of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, isn't that available to them?
Absolutely.
That's right.
That's on Saturday at 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Brother Tony, you gave me a chance to tell one of my favorite commercials. Favorite commercials. Now, you talking about that MGT GCC class, right? Y'all, we got to keep it 100 with our people right now. Y'all know daggone well. You know some mamas that can't. You know some mamas that can't cook. You know some mamas that can't control their babies. Look, I'm telling you, you talk about getting. Just picture this for a minute. Those of y'all who are familiar with the hood or the ghetto, imagine the hood and the ghetto transformed by women who know how to take care of family at home and abroad, that learn civilization techniques that keep us from losing our minds and our lives. Look, if you a black woman and you never stepped into an MGT GCC class, you haven't stepped into your full black womanness. I'm just saying. Just go. Right. Just go.
Brother Lyle, going back to Joe Biden's argument earlier, isn't that really part of the process of making our neighborhood safe?
That's it right there, brother.
That's it.
It is.
And coming out and getting that guidance. And of course, Sunday we'll have our mosque meetings at 11 a.m. There you could bring the whole family with you.
Yes. Yeah, you can bring your children to MGT class.
Girls.
Oh,
girls.
Yeah,
with if their baby, if the boys are very small,
right?
Baby, you know, yes. But you know, they need to go to their uncles in the FOI class.
Come on, FOI.
That's right. A lot. Some mosques have a junior class for the boys on Saturday. It just depends. So you just have to check with the local mosque.
So we'll get there. So as we continue to speaking of reopening, we still out of 7th Region Coalition, right? So I know there's one more thing coming. If we're the 7th Region Coalition, there's got to be one more thing coming.
Wait a minute.
La Mata de la Semana.
It's got to be,
Brother Lyle.
Got to be one more thing coming.
La Mata de la Semana.
Tree of the week.
Tree of the week. La Mata de la Semana.
What he said.
Let's talk about the tree of the week, and the tree of the week. Hold on, let me see if I can share the tree of the week. Hold on, it's coming. Got it. You got it. You got it, sister. Okay.
Yes.
Dandelion. Talk it. Hold on.
There it is.
If I do it for
boom,
you.
bada boom.
Oh, you got it. Okay, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The dandelion.
So dandelion. Everybody like, what? Dandelion.
Talk about
that. Now, I'm for the old school. If you go all the way back, like when children actually used to go outside and play, used to play in the streets, hopscotch and double dutch, right?
Mm-hmm.
The dandelion was considered like that weed that used to pick up and used to blow the white stuff off.
I remember that.
All day long.
All right. Yeah, so that is the dandelion, right? So guess what? All that stuff that you are blowing,
come on.
Guess what? That is an herb.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Life-saving.
That is a herb. Absolutely. It is not a weed. So Allah, God, creates this planet for us to be safe. You don't need no vaccination. He makes things grow in front of your house that can heal you.
What are some of the things that dandelion does? I want to find out real here quick. Come on, Sis Cleveland. What it do?
I was mesmerized when it came down to mesmerized, right? So the dandelion, strong bones and teeth, okay, protects loss of bone density, right? So those, of us up in age that, Lord, my back, my neck and my back, the dandelion can help you, right? The next thing, it improves liver functions by removing toxics and improving bowel flow? Okay.
Yes.
Bowel flow.
Bowel flow.
Yeah.
A lot of people have a hard time with that. You have a hard time with that. Literally.
Right? It stimulates the pancreas, which is a very, very important part of your body, to produce insulin and regulates blood sugar levels. I'm going to repeat this.
Come on.
Because this here is very important in regards to our Black community.
All you diabetics, listen to what that
all you diabetics. It produces insulin, your own insulin, and regulates your blood sugar levels. Right?
And you spending all that money on all that stuff.
Right.
You go out in your yard right now.
Right. CVS, you don't have no investment or no stock in CVS, but they're taking all your money, right?
Right.
All right.
All day long.
Right. That it also induce, I probably need some help on this word here, is that apotinus in cancer cells and fight against tumors resistant to chemotherapy.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So right now, this thing that's been outside, that you've been blowing all the white stuff off, this stuff helps fight cancer.
All that in the dandelion. Come on, family.
It regulates bowel production and produce urination and helps keep people what is that? Juvenate? I'm killing this word, right?
I can't see it.
I'm the one that has the best eyes here. It's JAUNDICE.
Oh, jaundice.
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 Right.
Yeah, jaundice.
So yes, exactly.
Wow.
So jaundice, right? It's excellent in detoxify yours and antioxidants. It makes great for treatment of skin problems like acne.
All this in the dandelion?
Oh, this is a dandelion.
Stop blowing on that dandelion.
Now, I tell you one thing nobody better ask us this week. Where do I get it from?
Amazon.
Look, Amazon. Backyard.
Right, well, if you can't find it in your backyard, just go to Amazon.
Amazon.
Right.
Right. So, let Amazon be your new CVS and Walmart and Walgreens.
Go to your neighbor's backyard. Somebody got some damage.
Right.
Your neighbor's yard, don't start blowing on it. Just preserve it.
And your neighbor ain't gonna be upset unless they were watching this show tonight. They're not gonna be upset if you take their dandelion.
Right. But it also goes into the digestive tract. It improves that, making the food processing much easier. So you that big bubble gut, you know, and those meat eaters, right? That meat is very hard to digest. And by the way, stay away from that meat. But with the dandelion, it also helps that flow of food very easy.
What a gift from God.
Okay, listen, I want to, because I know we got to close out. I want to make mention of this with dandelion. It's a great benefit and herb that you can find right out in your backyard. But for my allergy people, right, make sure that you're not allergic to dandelion, because it can be one of those things that your body will react to. So just make sure, as a disclaimer, right? Absolutely the benefits, but make sure that anything that you try, test it first. Don't go all out until you test it, and just make sure that it gels with your body. If you're not having any reactions or anything like that, then continue. But if you notice anything in your body that's different, or you're feeling itchy or something, because I have had, they've gotten better, but I have allergies, and I know that certain things trigger it. And even though there's certain things that are benefits, if you're allergic to it, you don't want to take it. So just make sure, right, that your body gels with it before you consume it. But this is a great benefit. And I hope and pray that all those that are listening take the information, do your research, and try it. It's got some great benefits. Love it. Beautiful. Didn't know that, at all, because I grew up around them. And I promise you, we used to step on them,
everything but all what that stuff said right there.
Exactly.
Right. And speaking of great benefits, isn't there a great beneficial opportunity to hear from the man of God in just a few short days?
Yes.
Right. Extra. Read all about it right here on the 7th Region Coalition. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. You'll have an opportunity in a few days to hear from our beautiful brother. Yes, it's true. You don't believe me? They don't believe me, Sis Clearly. You got to pull it up because they don't believe me.
I got to pull it up.
You know what I'm saying?
Pull it up.
Believe it. What? Really? Yes, start spreading the word now.
Here you go.
Okay? Spreading the word. You ready? You ready? Here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh, did I get? I didn't. I thought I shared it. I guess not. Look, I got it now.
Uh-oh, it is now. Bing,
you got it now.
It's coming. Right. It's coming. There it is.
There it is. I just got to make it a little bit bigger so they can see that there.
All right.
I can see. I know. I see the date. I see December 4th. December.
All right. 4th. And I'm going to put in the link to Eventbrite so that they can go and register. How about that?
Beautiful. See that? You can register right from here, family.
And there you go.
If
there we go. Go ahead and register.
Can somebody read that?
Let's see.
Brother Lyle says, "Whoa,
I gotta get closer. I got the glasses on today." It's let us end the stagnation by building our own Black nation.
My goodness. My goodness.
Got it.
December 4th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is the third in a series that has been held on this topic and in this unifying effort. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has appeared in all of them, family. So let's just be real. You know, they say you have to understand the value of something while you possess it. And we really don't know how many more times we'll have an opportunity to hear from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan without having to go back into the archives of tapes or videos. But our brother right now, December 4th. Now, I got to say this, because some of you, either you or you know people who've never heard the minister before. Family, you have an opportunity on December 4th, 10 to 3, a beautiful, beautiful conference and a beautiful, beautiful man.
Come on. Woo! Can't wait. Go and register because we just put the information in there. So go register.
Right there.
Go do that.
That's right.
As you're liking and sharing our page right now. Okay. And if you're on YouTube, go on and do the same thing because the link went to YouTube as well. And if you're on IG, just come on over. Go through IG or come on over to Facebook. We'll take you. No matter. Don't matter. Just register. Okay. There you go. All right, Brother Lau.
Wow. Boom. Bada boom. DVD.
I think we are at time and we are done. So let's thank the audience. Thank you for showing up.
And the team. Thank you, team. That 7th Region Coalition research on the ground, making things happen. Team
right. Thank you. And listen, and they was on fire in the chat because I could see the little chats and the lights and Sister Dawn and Sister Nakia. I saw them jamming on there. And there's a few others and Sister Nia. I mean, we have all of them just popping comments and keeping the conversations going. Was Kim on tonight?
Yes, Kim was on tonight. She was on tonight.
Shout out to Kim.
Right.
How you doing?
Got to shout out Maya as well. Throwing down in the chat.
Maya. That's right. Listen, we thank y'all all for showing up. Listen, we got good content. We got good information. And I'm going to keep saying it. We got the Bomb Facebook page. We got a lot of content on there. We got a lot of things that can help you. So go check it out. Okay? We got solutions. We got, like Brother Lau said, we got doctors on there, biologists on there.
What you
name it. I mean, come on. We for real. So just go ahead and check us out. But we want to thank you for taking the time. We're wrapping up. My pleasure. Right. Thursday Night Talk. Sister Michelle, your moderator. Great team tonight. We made it through another Thursday. So very thankful. Just my heart goes out to the audience. Thank you again. Love you all. Brother Lau, I'm going to hand you over to Patan this way. You grab it. We can go do a round. And then you know what we do at the end. But I'm not that was a sign, but I won't.
Closing out tonight is fairly simple, dear family. Do what we ask because we ask you what to do because we love you. We're not trying to buy you. We're not trying to sell something to you. We're not trying to promote anything but life-saving practices and technique in a dead world that doesn't give a damn about your life.
That's right.
So family, again, Sister Michelle, you said it best. You take the test. This ain't Las Vegas, but scroll and just let the page just scroll and then just stop it somewhere and you'll find life-saving information. And I got to give a shout out for this consistent, dedicated, powerful team that is doing an awesome job at making sure our people aren't duped and stooped, And so with that being said, dear family, keep them away from your children.
That's right.
They mean your children no good. And with that being said, I'll go ahead and pass it to my beloved sister, Sister Khalila Muhammad.
Just going into the specifics in regards to, that old tale. Stop looking in the sky for the answers. And they're right in front of your eyes.
That's right.
That part.
That's part right there.
That's all I got. It's not up there.
Right.
Right here on planet Earth.
Right here. One of the tools is the 7th Region Coalition. So I'm going to pass it.
Come on.
Go ahead.
That was a first round knockout, Sister Cleve. That was a first round knockout.
All I got.
What I have to say, Brother Lau, Sister Khalila, Sister Michelle, keep tuning in to 7th Region Coalition to help save lives as we are continuously working to guide our people to safety in this troubled hour of so much confusion and so much danger. Keep tuning in and keep getting guided to safety. Peace and blessings. Hotep, shalom. Buenas noches. Assalamu alaikum.
So, family, you know how it goes. We're not a gang, we're not a clique, we're not a crew, but we do represent me and you, and we are the.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Seven
Anyway, we always with the fingers, y'all. Love y'all. Have a good evening.